that mean you can become friends again?
Honey, listen, whatever happens, your mom and me, we will always be there for you.
And will always love you.
Always.
Okay.
Come here.
Oh, Dr. Hakim, there he is.
Oh my god, I was about to say, yeah.
Dr. Hakim, oh my god.
Dr. Hakim.
Oh.
Where did you find this?
I found it at school. In a trash can.
Well, I'm glad you did.
Sometimes you can find real treasures in the trash.
Come on. Let's go home.
Okay, so Rose, if your mom had to fight an aggressive squirrel double her size, who do you think would win?
Mom, of course.
You're right. And that's why I like to hang out with her.
Cody, I used to think you were completely irrational. But I have to say, you make more sense now.
Oh. It took two. Fuck, man. I got the achievement. It says it took two, and all of a sudden my heart just went.
Oh.
Fuck, man.
I have to say, that is a 10 out of 10 game.
Oh my god, yeah.
Everything, like, I can't bash it for anything. Art
No.
style, story, gameplay, it was all there.
It was so good. Oh my god.
Oh yeah,
They
remember
have
the bee that
composed-
betrayed us?
Oh, you mean that we betrayed?
I thought it betrayed. Oh no, we did betray it, didn't we?
No, we threw it. We threw it, man.
Oh yeah, you're right.
We fucked up that bee. Cody and Dr. Hakim were the same people.
What?
Yeah. Cody and
What do you
Dr.
mean?
Hakim were the same person voicing over them.
Oh, I thought you meant like, I thought you were diving into some conspiracy theory about
No,
the game.
it said Cody slash Dr. Hakim.
Huh.
That's nuts.
So, do you think the little bits where they had like banter back and forth was literally just the same guy switching voices?
Oh, 100%.
That makes it 10 times funnier.
Well,
now
usually,
that I know that.
usually when they do this, they have to sound it out after like the animation, from what I understand. So like he was probably in a sound room recording all
Oh.
of him and then all of Dr. Hakim
I think
at
yeah,
different
you're probably
times
right.
instead of just speaking, because they spoke over themselves a few times.
I guess you're right.
But wow, look at all those animators, man. 10 out of
know.
10. Applause. Holy shit. Oh, it took two. Fuck me, man.
It really tore at the heartstrings with that one.
Oh, it didn't get me until the very end, too. Fuck. I wonder if there's gonna be anything, like, at the end.
Yeah, I want to
Like
wait
an
and see.
epilogue. And I kind of want to look up, like, some other things, like... I would imagine they got back together.
Oh, well, yeah, I think that's supposed to be assumed.
Yeah. But what if, like, after all that, they were like, okay, we shared a moment, we're still divorcing.
Ooh, wait, oh. No.
Because at the end, they just said, it's not your fault.
No.
You know? I'm just saying, like, it's...
No, because
kind
the
of
Book
left-
of Love, like, specifically was, like, the whole process of them getting the note from their daughter was, like, to make them fall back in love again, right?
Yes, but you have to remember also, love can be in many different forms. And she kept asking them, like, she wants them to be friends again. You know what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying.
So, like, it's kind of implied that, like, it could be either way. It could be that they're still divorcing, but they're still friends at the end of the day. They don't hate each other now.
I'm going to ignore that
Okay.
and just assume they got back together.
I know. Like, as much as I
like
want
that
to say,
reality.
as much as I want to say, yes, they got back together, I'm just, like, trying to keep our options open, you know?
Mhm.
Dude, that was... wow. I'm, like, really fucked up now. I don't know what to do with myself.
We cry.
I'm gonna go, downstairs and eat some cheesecake.
Are you ending stream or just taking a break?
I mean, I thought we were gonna play Stardew for a little bit.
Well, yeah, we can.
Unless
long
you
as
have
you're-
plans.
I was gonna get on with Zach tonight, but I told him it might be later.
Okay, well, I don't want you to... you know. Because I know you and him haven't played in a while.
Mhm.
Hmm.
Oh shit! Wait, how do I get that back?
Get what back? Did you get kicked out of the game?
No. I'm looking at the mod view for your stream.
Oh?
Okay, there we go. Yeah, I want to watch.
Like, I hope there's extras.
I hope there is too.
I wonder if there's, like... Because in, Grist, there's a secret ending. I wonder if they have, like, a secret ending.
You have a secret ending.
Shut up.
So when I come over tomorrow, what kind of pretzels you want me to get? Do you want a cup of the little pretzel nuggets, or do you want like a actual pretzel?
Cup of the pretzel and nuggets.
And you want that cinnamon sugar stuff with it?
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay. There is a section that says It Takes Two secret ending.
Secret ending. I wonder if that is an epilogue or if it's something that like we had to unlock in the game.
Yeah.
Hold on, the music's fading out. Or maybe not. Is that not the end?
I think it is the end. I'm looking there. Apparently, there's a secret ending, but I think it's a mod.
It's a mod?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's dumb.
Oh. Hold on.
What? What? What?
No! Oh my god. Hold on.
What is it?
I'm gonna show it on stream.
You're going to? show it on
Yes.
stream?
Oh my god. That was awful.
So I'm guessing it's satire.
Oh yeah. It's like...
Okay.
I didn't even have the sound on, so I don't even know what it's gonna sound like. I just saw it. I'm gonna move my camera back down. Nope. Wrong one. Here we go. Okay. Let's see. It takes two secret ending. Dude, what the fuck? Why do I have caps on? Okay. Oh. Alright. I'm like debating even turning on the sound for it.
Is it like inappropriate?
No, but it's a little scarring.
Do it.
Okay, I'll keep it low. No thanks.
Sweetie!
I'm so sorry. Don't worry about me. You can go home.
No. Rose, honey, it's not your fault that we've been fighting.
Are you watching?
Yeah, it's on a delay though, so don't say anything.
It isn't.
No, Rose. It was never your fault.
Okay. So, does that mean you can become friends again?
Honey, listen, whatever happens, your mom and me, we will always...
Nothing has happened yet, and it's making me anxious.
It's like not until the very end.
Always.
What the fuck?
Oh! Oh no!
Oh my
They are literally just like in the middle of the
I mean,
road.
yeah, it is. Yeah. Let me
Oh
see.
my
Ending. Let's see if we can find anything else.
That's actually really funny though.
I know. That's why I wanted to play it. Da, da, da. Explained. Let's see.
That's fucking awful.
I know. Oh my god. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna turn down my brightness here. Okay. They blah 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 blah. Also, how much we used to sing and how she doesn't do it anymore. Blah, blah. I love that part though, where the Book of Love tells her like, "You weren't born to be perfect. You were born to be you."
Mm-hmm.
I really like that.
I do too.
Get the hell out of here, ads. She lets May know that she found her mother's favorite song that she can listen to when she feels better. With the support of Cody from the rafters, May finds her confidence and begins to sing. As the song crescendos, they both float into the air towards each other with one final prompt. They embrace each other, and fireworks go off in the background. Love heals all, blah 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 blah.
The Book of Love.
That's just telling the plot. I want to know, like...
By Dr. Hakim. Dr. Hakimoli.
She says the three walk back toward their home, holding hands together again. Congrats on beating It Takes Two. Yeah, so it really is just left up into interpretation if they get back together or not.
Yeah, I suppose.
It Takes Two made me root for divorce.
Jesus Christ.
I want to see this. I love this.
What is it saying?
This is rude. Okay. It says, I wasn't a huge fan of the central characters, Cody and May. Dr. Hakim is so much more fun. Cody becomes especially irritating, complaining that his wife does not support his passion for gardening, even though Cody has no job and she works long hours as an engineer. That's a separate issue, though, and I didn't want these two to get divorced as punishment, or because I wanted them to fail or out of resentment. Sometimes divorce is just the best solution, and that's why the game's weirdly anticlimactic ending was such a letdown. Interesting.
That is an interesting take.
Yeah. Yeah, and it says the game begins with the couple irritating, and it's clear that this is a common occurrence. They aren't bad people, irritating and self-centered, but mostly they seem like an average folk that just aren't particularly compatible. I mean, yeah, it makes a lot of sense. It appears that as if they decide to divorce while arguing, though there is also a sense that this isn't the first time this idea has been floated. At the very least, can't stop yawning. Both of them have thought about divorce before. It's clear they're not happy. They then decide to tell their daughter together, and I will say that the timing of this feels off. Either they've discussed divorce before, but decided against it, in which case sleep on it before telling your kid, or they haven't discussed it before, which in case still fucking sleep on it before telling your kid.
Oh my
But okay,
God.
the game wants to keep the pacing up, so the parents tell their child immediately. Naturally, she's a little upset by this, which leads to her creating the unsettling voodoo dolls of her parents you spend the game playing as. Throughout the game, the parents continue to bicker with each other and seem to have irreconcilable differences. May works too much, but it seems as though she enjoys her work despite the stresses, and live in a very nice house, thanks entirely to her paycheck, so you can understand her feeling the pressure. And Cody, meanwhile, struggles with commitment and taking things seriously. He's the fun parent, but he doesn't really have many responsibilities. From a raw gameplay point of view, this game is incredible, but its narrative lets us down, especially when dealing with as a sensitive subject as a child dealing with parental divorce. As solutions to the roadblocks in May and Cody's relationship, Cody is encouraged to reignite his passion for gardening, something he has always had the resources, space, and ability to do anyway. He just felt May didn't support him. She didn't abuse or belittle him. He just didn't think she was that enthusiastic about it. Mate, she's at work all day and you're in the house. Just do a bit of gardening. Oh my god, I love this. I'm gonna read this all the way through. Meanwhile, May is pushed to pick up her passion for singing. When she finally gets the courage to sing again, she sounds incredible, but so what? She has a fantastic job as an engineer that she loves. She's going through a troubled marriage, so no, she's not belting out hits while she struts around her home. She's the sole breadwinner of the house and is under the stress that comes with the position, while constantly feeling a lack of support from Cody at home. And do a bit of singing just isn't a solution. We do see the couple revisit some of their old memories and work together effectively, but that doesn't mean they should stay married. The reason the game made me root for divorce was because it seemed right for them. It's admirable that they can put their differences aside to help their child, but also, yeah, your kid comes first. That doesn't mean you need to stay trapped in an unhappy marriage that fulfills neither of you. The game seems to present the idea that people get divorced because they don't love each other enough, because they don't work hard enough at their relationship, or maybe just because they're bad people, but that just isn't true. And that's why I was waiting for It Takes Two to flip the script, to remind us that actually sometimes good people try hard at things and it just doesn't work. Instead, May sings, Cody kisses her, their child runs away to a bus stop and is promptly rescued, and everything is happy families. It would have been a much more powerful ending if May and Cody went through all of this and the lesson learned was to put their differences aside for their child a little bit more, to understand that even in divorce they need to be a team for her. It might copy the Pixar blend of childish and grown-up storytelling, but it's far less brave when it comes to the big issues. Damn.
Yeah.
I mean, she's not wrong.
Yeah, I'd agree.
Like, I also have to, like, say that we do come from a stance of privilege because both of our parents are not divorced.
Mm-hmm.
You know? So it's like, You know, like, so I guess it is different, you know? I think the way that we were brought up, like, our version of love and, like, what we see in marriage is, like, is different than what other people see when their parents do get divorced. So maybe to us it's a happy ending, but, like, to other people, yeah, it might be disappointing. It's interesting. That's actually a really interesting take on it.
No, it is. Yeah, like you're completely right.
Because it is true. Like, I always follow like, you know, remember what I told you about, like, there are technically are no evil people in the world. It's
Hmm.
just everyone is doing what they feel is right in their psyche. So,
Yeah.
like, there it's not like the world is Disney and then there are actual evil villains that purposely try to be evil. Everyone's working in their own best interest, and that's just how it is. So yeah, they're not everyone that gets divorced are bad people. It's just it just doesn't work sometimes.
Hmm.
And I think that's like that's a really interesting take, you know, because I think people when they see that the divorce rate is so high, like but you have to imagine like all these there's so many people in the world, you know, and if it's not working with somebody, then you're not going to stay together.
Hmm.
I don't know. It's interesting.
Okay.
I might ponder on this.
No, you're fine.
No, that's so interesting though. What are your feelings?
You pretty much summed up what I was thinking and then also added stuff to it. So like,
Mhm. I want to know exactly what's going on in your
what do you mean?
like in your mind.
I mean, I understand uh their positioning in all of that, how like yeah, some of the reasons like why they weren't working did seem a little bit backwards or would sort of just loop back to more problems.
Mhm.
Um,
But like I do at the
I don't-
same sorry, I don't want to cut you off. I
part of
just want to sorry.
Very good.
I don't want to cut you off, but I want to say this before I forget. Is that like it's interesting also to think about from like our perspective because to us it just seems like yeah, they just changed or they forgot about what brought them together. And at the end of the day they kind of did. So like the game's not wrong either. It just really depends on the perspective of, you know, how you're looking at it.
Hmm.
I don't know.
See, what I thought was just like I understand that one like article's perspective that yeah, they're probably just gonna, the problems haven't gone away. Like they're
Mhm.
just it's still gonna be there. They're just sort of like back together, whatever, whatever. But like
Right.
on another note, part of a successful relationship is accepting that there are going to be problems
Mhm.
and
Yeah, like
like accepting that and working around them. Like, yeah, is um Cody kind of whiny because like he's unemployed and he feels
he's not
unappreciated
supported,
that
yeah.
May didn't support his gardening career. Like, yeah, that is a little bit immature, but a successful relationship would be able to, if they were in love, be able to accept that, he has a passion, he needs to be
Exactly.
supported, or he might question himself. And if May doesn't do that, then Cody has no obligation to grow up. He has the
Mhm.
right to want a divorce.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it also just goes to show that they, as adults, still are not done learning as well.
Hmm.
Like, because he obviously is very dependent on her approval. And
Hmm.
she's just like, you take care of everything at home and I will do the work. And then when things, I guess, are not done, then she gets like really stressed about it.
Yeah.
You know, all the other things that, you know, they fight about. So, like, it's so, like, it's interesting to also think of it from that point of view because, you know, like, maybe if they do work on those things, maybe they could work. You know what I mean? Like, it's really hard to think, it's, like, hard to pinpoint, like, it really could go both ways. They could still be getting a divorce, they could be getting back together. Like, it really could go both ways. I think it just depends on, like, what you're willing to do. And some people would say that, like, divorce would be the easiest way out because you don't have to worry about falling back into those patterns.
Yeah, you're right.
But then at the same time, like, all relationships take work, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's interesting. One thing that I also have read that I deeply, like, feel in my soul is that when you're fighting, like, with a partner, like, having an argument, you're not fighting them. It's you and them versus the problem, not you versus them. You know? And I feel like a lot of people, when it gets stressful, they turn to each other. When in actuality, they should be, like, doing it, like, kind of hand in hand, saying, like, no, this is the problem, we're gonna squash it. You know what I mean? So, but also that could just be me talking out of privilege because my parents are still together. You know?
I wouldn't call it privilege, I'd just call it perspective.
Yeah. But I think everyone, like, that does, like, people whose parents are divorced, like, I think it would be kind of considered a privilege because it's not, I don't know. I think it's like they grew up in two homes, like their whole, like, their childhood was completely different, you know? Two holidays, two houses, like, sometimes that can really take a toll on people. And feeling to blame for the divorce, like, I can't tell you how many times my friends, like, parents are divorced, and they would tell me that they felt like they were the reason. Even though, like, they know they're not, but it's just, that's just, like, a human trait, you know what I mean? Like, when your parents are arguing and, like, fighting, you kind of feel like it's your fault. So I do feel like it's speaking from a place of privilege in a way, because we, as people where their parents are still together, like, we didn't have to deal with that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And yeah,
So,
I would agree that it is also a privilege, but just because it is a privilege doesn't mean that the perspective is any less valid.
oh yeah, 100%. But it just depends because we don't know. Like, are the people that made this game, are their parents divorced? Like, where is their standpoint? We don't know. So I'm kind of just, like, making sure that I'm kind of covering my butt if anyone, like, watches this stream and is like, you're insensitive to people whose parents are divorced. Sorry! You know what I mean?
I mean, if someone comes in and says that, that's kind of...
Yeah, that's kind of crappy. But I'm just saying. But, like, at the same time, though, I just have to be... But I also have to be, like, aware that, like, this is on the internet, and other people do go through this stuff, and they are hurt by this. So it's hard for me to say, like, to just act like my opinion is the only opinion. You know what I mean? It's very important. Other Chris says, relationships sound complicated. Yeah, I mean, they kind of are, but I think it really just depends, like, on the way that you look at it. I don't know. It's interesting.
I agree.
So, as much as I want to play Stardew, I think I actually want to get ready for bed.
That's probably a smart idea.
Yeah, because I know this, like, everyone says it's 12 hours after you get the shot, and I got mine at, like, 10 this morning. So, like, literally the next hour is gonna be, like, hell for me, I have a feeling. So I want to try to get ahead of it and, like, eat some food and, like, get into bed and, like, get all my stuff done so when I do start feeling like crap, I can just go to sleep.
It's probably a good idea, babe.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Alright.
Alright, well, I'll let you end stream.
Yeah, and then I'll, say bye to you on Discord.
Alright.
Alright. Alright, fam. Oh, I didn't get to... Yeah, you didn't get to say hi to Wade. I'm sorry. But, if you hang out, then you absolutely could. We actually are ending stream, though. But, if you give me a follow... and you can say hi to Wade later. But, yeah, thank you guys for hanging out. Thank you for listening to our discussion. I think that's so interesting. So, if you have any insight, put it in like general chat or something in my Discord and just kind of like talk about your experience. I would love to kind of hear other people's point of view and just like the way that, you know, they feel about the game as well. I just think that would be really cool. So, yeah. I love you all. I will see you guys soon. I am taking tomorrow off because I did get my second COVID vaccine today. So I have a feeling I am going to be out of commission tomorrow. I'm hoping to be back Thursday. But, we will see. So I will see you guys Thursday. If not, I will see you Friday. Alright. Love y'all. Bye.